Hey everybody, it's me Ian. Welcome to another episode of MLP Vlogs. Now, if you don't know how these work, it's basically me just giving my thoughts on the current of the recently aired My Little Pony episode. And the episode, just ended, right now. And as soon as it ended, got on here and started recording. So, here we go. What did I think of this episode? Well, it was kind of an episode we were all expecting, An episode where Twilight was reminiscing about her old castle, and that the other main five would try to, help out the castle. So, I didn't see any of the previews until this morning. I made a clear prediction about what the episode was going to be about, and it came true. So, this episode's a bit predictable, if you understand the scenario. I understood the scenario just from the previews, with the ponies coming together and getting stuff from their own house. I knew, that wouldn't fit well with Twilight's thing, and then, they'd be arguing and stuff, and then they'd come together at the end to, get something from the tree or something. I predicted that. So this episode lost in the predictability. It was pretty predictable. It doesn't automatically mean it's bad. It was just predictable. It's kind of a story that's been done, sort of. I don't know if this is a cliche or not, the reminiscing of an old house, putting together stuff. I don't know if that's an old cliche. But, So, a lot of people were actually expecting an episode like this, because they're all like, oh my god, that castle looks so ugly. How can Twilight just adapt to that castle so fast? Here's the question, here's the answer. She didn't. She doesn't like it. I mean, that wasn't evident in the season premiere. But were you really just gonna have to focus on that when you have the third episode of a show for that? Of a season? Yeah. And, sorry guys, these are unscripted videos, just so you know. Because, fresh off my mind, just trying to remember what happened in the episode, People were like, oh my god, that castle, it looks so out of place in this this Ponyville. They need to, redesign it or something, or have it go through a change or something. I thought the castle looked fine, okay? I don't think it looks out of place. I think it's fine, alright? It's Twilight's castle, basically. And, I wasn't mad about the treehouse being burned down, because I accept change in the show. I accept change in the status quo of a show. Unlike others who have to sign a petition, they bring back a tree. Even though she already has a castle. Even though Twilight doesn't feel good in there. I remember, #SaveTree, that petition, the whole situation that was going on. That was crazy. So, basically, this episode, it answered some questions for us concerning, Twilight's feelings towards the castle, how everyone else feels towards the castle, It was a pretty good story, basically, about Twilight missing the castle, and then, she's trying to avoid the castle as much as she can, so she tries to help the others, Then the main five are all like, oh, go to the spa. You'll be fine. Go to the spa. We'll clean up around here. They go to this Twilight. Spike takes Twilight to the spa and he's supposed to distract her from coming home until they're ready. To where he says till sunset or something. And then sunset comes along. Not Sunset Shimmer. I wish Sunset Shimmer came along, but no. Sunset came along. The main five, they all brought things from their own their homes and stuff like that. And they thought it would mesh together and make Twilight feel like at home. But no, they only brought stuff for them. They didn't think about what Twilight would want at her house. Her house, So, they took out everything. They're like, what do we need to do? So then they start thinking, they're like, maybe, we could, freaking build the castle, make it like the old house. What does she like from there? She liked the books. She liked the trees. They're all like, okay, then we'll get some books and we got some tree. And they did stuff. And then Twilight and Spike finally came home to see, nothing really changed. But they came into the main room, where the cutie map was. and they saw like this big giant chandelier that was made out of wood, and it had like all these ornaments like coming down from it, and it had memories from there, from like past episodes. By the way, that's another thing. The continuity in this episode is like top notch. They like reference a lot of old episodes. They reference freaking Friendship is Magic. They reference Look Before You Sleep. They reference Sonic Rainbow. They reference a lot of episodes. Because, it's them reminiscing on the past. It's not like they're reminiscing on fake memories that never happened. They're reminiscing on episodes that we've seen, in Season 1 and Season 2, Those episodes. They throw continuity, They got continuity right. So, I'll give them a point for that. Another thing. The comedy. The comedy is really top notch. I don't know who those two new writers are. They're two new writers. From what I can tell, they seem to take inspiration from Dave Polsky, and I think I felt a bit of the Scott Sonneborn in there. I don't know if that's just me, because, I personally enjoyed Some Pony to Watch Over Me. And, Scott Sonneborn also wrote the two-part premiere. So, guys, remember that. Your most hated episode of Season 4 probably wrote your favorite episode of Season 5. It's like Meriwether Williams all over again, Everyone didn't like Mysterious Mildew. I personally loved that episode, but we'll get to that in another point. Everyone hated Mysterious Mildew, but everyone's like, Bats was okay. Bats was okay. No, Bats wasn't okay. It was great. Admit to yourself that. Because, they said, oh, it's a Megan McCarthy episode. No, it's Meriwether Williams. And I don't know, I forgot what else she's responsible for. I think she's responsible for Adventure Time. So, yeah. Who's that other person? That one that wrote Power Ponies? She's responsible for Johnny Test or something? Betsy McGowan or something like that. That's why that episode wasn't ranking too high on people's list. And just so you know, I'm like one of the first people on the internet expressing my opinion, considering I'm recording it as it comes out, or, as it came out, I started recording my thoughts. So you get to hear firsthand from, like, me and a bunch of others. So the comedy is Pika Pie. It's funny as always, the antics, And, yeah. The moral? I don't know what the moral is. Reminiscing on your own home is bad. Make new memories. And be able to adapt to change. Yeah. Yeah, I think some of the bronies in this fandom need to learn to adapt to change too, Shots fired. But, with all that said, I think this episode was a really good episode. It was really great. Oh, I didn't even mention the song. There's a song in here about the main five helping to get the tree house done, and it's it's a really good song. They have a reprise later. It's really good. It's like I'm like, is every episode gonna have a musical number? Hopefully not, because Daniel Ingram and William Anderson, they're gonna have a while making these songs. Or I suppose they've already made the songs. I don't know if that's gonna be. I don't know if the whole soundtrack's right. I don't know. Shit. Who do you think I am? But yeah, I think that's gonna be it. So I give this episode a 9 out of 10. I don't know if I gave last week's episode a 9 out of 10. I probably did, but I give this episode a 9 out of 10. I remember Castlemania, was it last year? Or last season? It was a really good follow-up to the season premiere. It had a cliffhanger at the end that we still don't know. We don't know if that was T-Rex. We don't know if that was a Shadow Pony or whatnot. We don't know who the heck that was. Maybe it was Starlight Glimmer. Maybe it was. Maybe it was Sunset Shimmer. Starlight Glimmer, Sunset Shimmer. Those names sound similar. But, yeah. So, Castlemania. It was a really good follow-up to the season 4 premiere, and this episode was a really good. It reminded me a lot of the Ticketmaster, That's how it kind of reminded me of that episode a bit. Just, with the whole aspect of the main six, or the main five, trying to, you know, do stuff for Twilight when Twilight is helping. When I saw the previews, I'm like, this is probably going to be something like Less Than Zero, isn't it? But the opposite of Less Than Zero. Something like that. Or like, something like Apple Appreciate. Wait, what's that episode? That Applejack episode in season 1. The one where she's working too hard. I forgot the episode's name. I'll remember it sooner or later. Applebuck season, was it? I'm not sure. But yeah, that's going to be it for me today. So, thank you all for watching. If you liked the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, subscribing. Subscribe to my second channel if you want. I just post longer videos on there, gameplay stuff. But yeah. So, yeah, thank you all for watching again, and I will see you all next week for an Applejack episode, I think next week is an Apple Bloom episode with Luna. That'll be interesting. See you all next time.